Hello my friends, it's Lesko here again, and today I got another knife review for you. Today we will be reviewing Zero Tolerance 0562 G10 model with s35vn blade. So, what can we say about this baby? First, some specs. So, total length 210 millimeters. The blade length is 100 millimeters, so it's like 4 inches. The blade thickness. This is really thick knife, guys. The blade thickness is at 3.95 millimeters with a fairly robust tip. The tip was even more robust due to the blade geometry, but I thinned the tip a bit and I also changed the angle of the secondary bevel because we'll get to this later, but I think that it was actually super fat. The weight of this knife is 161 grams, so it's not a lightweight, baby, but it's really cool, it's really substantial, and it's still not dragging your pants down, let's be honest. I like more lightweight folders, but this one, it really sets confidence when you have it in your hand. This knife runs on KVT bearings. I must flip it obsessively, it's so much fun, guys, sorry for that. You can probably see them, that blue line right next to frame lock. That's your KVT bearing system, which is like a steel bearings in a plastic. And action, when I first got it, it was super smooth, and it remains super smooth since now. So it's like when you overcome the detent, it just falls shut, light switch opens, hard switch opens like crazy. It fires like crazy. Really smooth. I really like the action, but the knife is super solid and super smooth. That's what I really like about this knife. Anyways, let's talk a bit about the blade. Like I said, it's s35vn in a beautiful stonewash finish with rig hinders slicer grind, which is really nice, but it's not that kind of a slicer because it's ground really thick. But it's a really nice touch, and when you will be thinning the primary bevel stock, then you will get a super slicer, I think. So no problem with that. Also, the blade shape, I think that this is a really useful blade shape, drop point with nice belly and reasonably high grind here. It's like a flat grind here and saber grind here, which is like a nice something in between, a compromise between brute strength and slicing ability. Also, this is not the thumb studs, they just act as a blade stop. And I open it, you can see it touches the liner. Then what else? One side is black G10 and the other side is this really nice thick slab of titanium. It's a titanium frame lock with over travel stop and also this stainless steel lock bar insert, which you can probably see. Yeah, you can see that there is installed a stainless steel lock bar insert, so you won't have a lock stick. And this insert also acts as an over travel stop, so it has 2 over travel stops. This is actually really overbuilt knife. The titanium is non-skeletonized, which adds to rigidity but also adds to weight. And you got 4 standoffs in here, so this knife is really built like a tank. Also, what do we have here? I really like this lowrider pocket clip with just the right tension, so you can easily use it one-handed. And it hides the whole knife, so no problem about this. Also, what you can see here is these nice decorative pivot screws, which are not countersunk, which is just a bit of shame, but if you have like 2 Torx drivers, then you have no problem. Also, disassembling this knife is really easy because technically this is a really simple knife, very well put together, and no problem with that because I'm a lefty. First I needed to do was to swap the clip, and no problem, everything fits snugly and tightly. Okay, so my opinions about this guy. I must say that when opened in your hand, it inspires confidence. I really like this knife. I also really like the ergos, even if they are cutouts and it's not as simple as, let's say, Puko knife, which is, I think, the king in ergos. This is actually really comfortable. Everything is nice and chamfered, rounded. No problems with that. Chamfering on G10, chamfering on titanium liner. Everything is nice and smooth. The jimping is not overly aggressive, but it's quite effective. And guys, only one thing maybe I didn't like that much about the ergos is this portion, this bulb, because even if it's really comfortable, if you squeeze the knife really hard, I can feel more pressure on my pinky, but it's nothing that will tear your finger, and this jimping is like more for looks. It's not aggressive that it will be biting you into skin of your pinky. The design, guys, I fell in love with this knife like, I don't know, maybe when it was released I was instantly in love, and I'm in love even today. There was also opportunity to pick one in I think it was CTS 204P or 20CV steel, which is like analog of M390, and the carbon fiber handles. And I tried that one, and I didn't like it as so much as this one. And also, okay, you can say that, man, you will have more edge retention. Yeah, maybe true that, but I will also spend more time sharpening and more time taking care of the blade. S35vn, in my book, is a perfect all-around steel, just like S30V, which can hold this edge reasonably long, has good abrasion resistance, and it's not a pig to sharpen. It's actually really easy. I finished this one. I sharpened them on DMT, and then I finished with Spyderco double stuff pocket stone, and right now, guys, I can tell you it's super sharp, and I really like it that way. I sliced wood, I sliced cardboard, I sliced paper, I sliced all kinds of stuff, and no problem with this. But the truth is that because this knife is so thick, it's not overall a good food prep knife. But if you take this guy out and want to use it in a such manner for some power cuts and stuff like that, then no problem, because if you hold the knife, then there is not a whole galaxy between your finger and the cutting edge, so the leverage is actually quite good. So, guys, I don't know what else to say about this knife. I think it's really great, and it's becoming really one of my favorites because, like I said, I was caught with the looks, and when I first got this, I was also in love with action and the quality and everything. So I think that this is a big win from Zero Tolerance Knives, because I handled few of them, and this is the one I probably like the most. But let me know something about your opinions. What's your favorite knife? What's your favorite ZT knives? And also, what do you think of thickness behind the edge? Because This is my main concern with most production folders and knives as general. They are generally very thick and it impedes the slicing ability. So guys, let me know, and this is all for today. See you soon with my next knife review. Bye bye, ahoy.